This is the finals, but for the challenger level, and we've already got chirping.
I've just issued a blue card to both benches.
Uh-oh.
For unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, Jared Paul, owner of the kitchen and the Nashville Chefs, chirping with Delgado on the Las Vegas Night Owls. Delgado here on game point. He's going to hit the Ernie and shush the bench. He's like, be quiet. This ended up going to a Dream Breaker in the third match. Winner is moving up to Premier League. Zoe Wong, Jeannie Arakina. Who's going to come out on top? Zoe gets it done for her squad. Las Vegas is going to move up next year and play with the big dogs. Pretty crazy way to move up. So Las Vegas is your Challenger League champions. Let's be real though, who cares about Challenger? Let's get to the good stuff. Premier League, the semifinals, the finals. It's all finally here. Welcome to the Sorry Not Sorry Pickleball Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Cali. This week, it's finally here. The big moment we've all been waiting for. We're in New York City. It is the end of the MLP season, and oh my goodness, somehow it was even better than last weekend in San Diego. We've got the shock, we've got the mad drops, we've got the sliders, and we've got the fives all fighting for an MLP championship. So, who's going to come out on top? I'm very excited to talk about it. But before we do, if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way you never miss an episode. Share this episode with your pickleball friends. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you thought about this weekend. Give me your thoughts and hot takes. Also, if you want to help support the show, you could become a member of the channel. Link for that is down in the description below. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this week's episode.
This is the new and improved forgiveness. Forgiveness is more than saying sorry. I'm sorry. Forgiveness.
I'm not sorry I took the money.
Going out to the store to get something sucks. Dealing with traffic, parking, people. The good news is if you need anything for pickleball, you can get it all online in one spot delivered to your front door. That's why pickleballcentral.com is the best place to go for anything pickleball related. Whether it's paddles, pickleballs, shoes, literally anything pickleball related, you're gonna find it on here. Right now, they actually have a Labor Day sale. Looks like they got some serious discounts. They've got like 5 pages worth of stuff on sale. There's so many different things. You gotta go take a look. You're bound to find something that you like. Maybe it's time for a new paddle, or maybe a new shirt, some shorts. Ooh, maybe a little skirt. Should I get a new skirt? $80 for some pickleball shoes is a great find. My honest recommendation for a paddle is always gonna be the Flamingo. I've played with some other paddles, but this is by far my favorite. And I've been playing with it for like 6 months. Maybe even longer. It's definitely worth the investment. So head on over to pickleballcentral.com, and when you do, make sure that you use the link down in the description below. That's going to automatically apply a discount at your checkout. So hop on over there, go take a look, take advantage of the Labor Day sale. Once again, that's pickleballcentral.com. Use that link down in the description below. All right, our first semifinal, we're going to start here. We've got the Columbus Sliders, the 5 seed. They're taking on the St. Louis Shock. You didn't see last week, Columbus won one of the most exciting quarterfinal matchups we've ever seen. All 3 games went to a Dream Breaker. They took down the number 2 seed, but the former champions from last year, the Dallas Flash. So Columbus coming into this with a lot of momentum. And it's not going to be easy because the Shock are the number 1 team. So we'll jump in here. It's 4-3. Sliders are winning. Game 1, women's doubles. Quick little firefight. Let's go. Paris Todd. Going it in, a Bright and Kate Fahey. Leigh getting involved. Oh, we're slowed back down to some dinking. Cross court. Off the net. Leigh to Kate Fahey. Kate Fahey with the counter and the stare down scream. So aggressive. 4-8 here. Columbus got a big lead, trying to get the serve back. Paris Todd tries to fire. How about this? Scream of her own. Right back at Kate Fahey. Just Paris Todd and Kate Fahey screaming at each other. So many signs out in the crowd this weekend. There's a few great ones, a few not so great ones. I'm gonna give this one a D-. Red with black writing? I could barely see it. The sensational sliders. Nico the lefty in attendance. Where's his sign? He had the greatest sign of all time back when they were in Dallas. Like, I need this kind of energy from everybody that's in attendance. So game point for Columbus. And they take down Anna Bright. And Kay Fahey, fire 5. That's long. Columbus takes the first game. All right, we got men's doubles now. Columbus up 6-2. CJ Klinger, Andre Diescu crushing it against Hayden Patriquin and Gabe Tardio. Shock trying to stop the bleeding here. It's 8-2 now. How about a nice Ernie with a sharp angle from Hayden? Jump ahead, it's 5-8. Shock starting to crawl back into this thing. Look at this. Gabe with a 2-y right through the middle. Gets it to 6-8. 9-6 here. Sliders. Gonna get it to a game point. Look at that stare down from CJ. And so game point. Columbus is gonna pull off the win. They're up 2-0. So we'll head into game 3. Columbus has a chance to take this first match here. If they can pull off this. They've got Andre Diescu and Paris Todd playing. That's their number 1 mixed team against Gabe Tardio, Kay Fahey. So a real chance for them here. Shock trying to stay in this. Little firefight slowed down, and the Ernie from Gabe Tardio ties it up at 1. So Columbus trying to tie it up. It's 2-3. Paris Todd gonna hit an ATP. Defended. We're still going. Big slam from Andre. Defended. The Shock back at the baseline. Trying to drop it in. Here they come. Nice reset. Still on D. Back to the kitchen. We're dinking. The Ernie. Defended. How are the Shock still in this? Speed up in the net from Paris Todd. The Shock are just so good at resetting and playing defense. Look at this. 3-3 here. Sliders looking to take the lead. Dinkin cross court. Off the net. Andre's involved. Kate Fahey out wide. ATP from Paris. Andre finishes it. 4-3. Oh, look at these signs. Okay. These look like signs for the refs. Okay, I mean, that's kind of a lot going on there on the left. The Enforcer Onisha 2025 Rule Guide. Looks like it's got a picture of Onisha. It says, I don't write the rules, I enforce them. That was a hilarious moment. If you don't get the reference to that, go watch the episode of MLP in San Clemente. That was a hilarious moment. I was there live for that. And then on the right side, referee's rule, referee timeout. We have a challenge after video review. Okay, like, who is reading those small quotes? Is this a sign for a pickleball game on TV, or is this like a school project? Conceptually, this is amazing. Execution-wise, a little bit subpar, I have to say. I'm gonna give the one on the left a B-. Kind of a lot going on, a lot of different like colors and stuff. Do love the use of the picture. Solid quote. Good bold lettering. One on the right, I don't even know what's going on here. I gotta give that like a C-. Maybe if I could see what the quote said, it'd be pretty good. I bet they're funny. Anyways, back to the match. It's 7-4 here. We got some dinking, and listen in.
Hi.
Who is on the microphone? Shut up! Please. Turn off the microphone. Add that as a quote to the sign. I love this so much. It's like a mom yelling at her kid.
We have a replay. There is a hot mic somewhere on the grounds. Kind of like at a wedding when somebody you don't want gets the mic and trying to find it.
Okay, I don't know how relatable that is to people. This seems more like a self-report from Michelle McMahon. Okay, I was not wrong. She got married 3 months ago. Who hopped on the mic and pissed off Michelle McMahon at her own wedding? I love that she's like, oh my gosh, isn't that like when you have your wedding and somebody hops on a mic that you don't want to have it? I bet it was like the best man or something. It had to be one of like the best men or groomsmen. Which one do we think it was? Do we think it's this guy? I don't think it's this guy. He looks chill. Nah, this guy doesn't look like he has the confidence to just grab the mic. Not that guy either. Could be this dude. This guy looks like he was probably friends with the groom for a long time. He might do something like that. My money's on this first dude. He looks a little obnoxious. The finger guns. I just picture them in the middle of their vows. It's all sweet and sentimental. All of a sudden you just hear, check, 1, 2, check, testing. Misha's like, turn off the microphone! Anyways, back to pickleball. And speaking of weddings, Paris Todd and Andre Diescu, they are engaged and locked in. And so match point for the Sliders to take down the #1 seed. They do it. Match #1 goes to the Sliders. That's pretty crazy. Look, I didn't think that it was impossible for Columbus to do that. But to do it in 3 games straight, I mean, that is just absolutely nuts. They are red hot right now. All right, so let's jump ahead to match #2 later that afternoon. So we'll start with women's doubles. Shock looking much better than the first match. Look at this, an ATP from Anna Bright gets them to 5-0. St. Louis really has this figured out. 6-0. Columbus really starting to struggle. It's 7-2 here, and look at this. Off the net, Kate Fahey is like, yeah. Paris Todd heading to the sideline. She's like, I don't know, we need a timeout. Let's just do like a challenge. I don't know, challenge like a foot fault or something like that. Kate Fahey's like, come on.
Be challenged
Technical
there.
warning, delay of game.
Oh, technical warning. Delay of game. The enforcer. Look at this. Tyra in attendance. Dressed in ketchup red, supporting the Sliders, who took out the Flash last weekend. If I was a Flash fan, I'd be so pissed. I feel like she just had this outfit, and she had to like wait for when they switched to these uniforms. And so the Shock have game point here, 10-6. Anna Bright puts it away for the win here in game 1. They redeem themselves. Let's take a look at this sign. Dream it, break it, CJ Klinger. No dink left unbroken. Go Klinger. Go CJ. Smiley face? I feel like this is the type of sign you would have if you smoked a joint, you sat there for like an hour, you're like, I'm gonna think of the best sign ever. And in your head, it just sounds super poetic and epic. And a few hours later, you're sober, you're like, what am I even thinking? Dream it, break it, no dink left unbroken. This is gonna crush at the match. Honestly, I only like one thing about it. It's got CJ Klinger on it. Not only does it have CJ Klinger on it, it has CJ Klinger's name on it 3 separate times. You have space on the bottom there for like another 3 times to say his name. All that negative space on the bottom. I'll give this a D, but only because it's got CJ's name on it 3 times. Had it not, it'd be an F. So we'll jump into men's doubles. Look at this. CJ Klinger, Diescu, up 5-0 against Gabe Tardio and Hayden. Make that 6-0. No dink left unbroken. Sliders crushing it here. It's 8-0. CJ coming in. That ball looked wide. We're still going. Dropping it in. Up at the kitchen. Attacking is Andre Diescu to get it to 9. And so game point. Look at this. It's 10-2. Andre can't put it away. Good defense. Nice resets from the Shock. Gabe Tardio hits it in the net, though, so the Sliders take game 2, 11-2. So we're tied up, 1 game apiece. Let's go. All right, so let's jump into mixed doubles now. Different matchup than the first match. We got Hayden Patriquin and Anna Bright taking on Andre and Paris Todd. Look at this. St. Louis gets back up to the kitchen. The lob from Anna Bright. That's in. Paris tracks it down. Little drop shot from Hayden. Paris gets the next ball. We're still going. Paris is on the left side, holding it down. Hayden trying to push them back. Sliders can't quite get up. The drop in. Diescu halfway there. Backing up, and that's in the net. So the Shock get the point. 3-1. 3-3 now. Sliders with the serve, trying to take the lead. Look at Paris taking care of business by herself. Okay, this sign gets an F. You clearly just made this at the event. I thought you spelt serving wrong, too. It does say serving, though. Serving. Serving aces, breaking faces. Go Sliders. I don't think anybody had a single ace all weekend, but regardless. Shock. They went on a huge run here. They win this game 11-5. Shock 1 game away from taking this match. So game 4, here we go. CJ Klinger and Leigh taking on Gabe and Kate Fahey. Look at this, the speed up denied by CJ. He says, no, no, no. Don't do that, Kate. Columbus up 6-3. Watch this, CJ Klinger, ATP. Right through the legs of Gabe Tardio, 4-point lead. Columbus trying to get this thing to a dream breaker. So it's 9-5 now for the Sliders. Trying to get it to a game point. They're back at the baseline. Leigh trying to creep up. Can't quite get there. Dropping it in. Here comes CJ Klinger. 10-5. Game point. And on game point, dream it. Break it. We're going to a dream breaker. No dink left unbroken. So we'll start here. It's 3-4. Andre went 3-1 against Gabe. Here we are with CJ Klinger and Hayden. Hayden hits a lob. CJ's like, I'll let it go out. Nope, that's in. CJ can't get to it. So the Shock tie it up at 4. So we'll jump ahead. Sliders with a 1-point lead. It's 11-10. CJ and Hayden once again. Check this out. How many hits are we going to go back and forth with CJ? Just holding it down at the kitchen until Hayden gonna hit a nice angle that CJ can't get to. Tied up at 11. 12-11 now. Columbus still with a 1-point lead. Little firefight. Let's go. CJ comes out on top. Sliders got a 2-point lead. 13-11. Paris against Kate Fahey. The two screamers. Paris tied up at the kitchen, hits a nice angle. Watch out, watch out! Almost gets into the kitchen. Very next point, 14-11. Paris, Tui down the line, screams at Kate Fahey. Gives the Sliders a 4-point lead. It's 13-18, Shock. Got some work to do. Leigh Jansen against Anna Bright. Leigh Jansen already 2-1, make that 3-1. Clutch round for Leigh. So the Sliders have it 19-13. Diescu hits a clean winner. They are 1 point away from going to the finals. Last week they took down the number 2 team, last year's champions. Can they take down the number 1 team, the St. Louis Shock? Diescu hits it right on the line. Sliders are moving up to the finals. What in the world? Nobody expected this going into the playoffs. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Is it over?
Everybody move.
Thank you, Onisha.
Everybody go back to your spots. Get out of the way. So let's see this shot. And by this much, the Sliders are going to the finals. It's clean. All right, now let's celebrate. Yeah. Leigh waving by to all the Shock fans. Diescu slamming balls into the crowd. Wow, how fun. Whoever's going to play them in the finals, I would be worried if I were you. Look, we all want to get better at pickleball somehow. And really, for most of us, the only way that's going to happen is if we find a real good coach. Good coaches are hard to come by. But I have some good news. What if I told you you could get top tier coaching while you're on vacation? NVC Pickleball is gonna be in Cabo. They're doing a 5-day retreat and it's all led by Rob Hutchins. I have personally taken lessons from Rob. He is a great coach. I learned so much from him. He's a pro pickleball player. He's been in the PPA. He's got a great personality. I'm telling you, you're gonna love him and you're especially gonna love this retreat. So book your calendars from October 27th to the 31st. It's a 5-day retreat with daily 2-hour morning clinics. They even got open play in the afternoons, a ton of live ball sessions, which is a very high energy, fun way to get some training in. Of course, they're going to have relaxing beach days and a bunch of free time. That way you could even go on some of their excursions, which are going to include snorkeling, swimming, and even ATV riding. So whether you're looking to sharpen your game, unwind by the ocean, or just explore the beauty of Cabo, this retreat is going to have it all. So head on over to nvzevents.com. Link for that is down in the description below. If you're going to get better at pickleball, you might as well do it in an awesome vacation spot like Cabo. Spaces are going to fill up fast, so make sure you head on over to nvzevents.com. Click on the retreat section and book your spot today. All right, next up, we've got our other semifinal match. We got the LA Mad Drops, led by Ben Johns, taking on the New Jersey Fives. This means we get Ben versus Anna Leigh Waters. How fun. Winner of this match is going to take on the Columbus Sliders in the finals. So we'll jump in here. It's 1-0 for the Fives. Anna Leigh Waters just on point. So we'll jump in here now. It's 3-5. LA trying to get closer. Jade Kawamoto, Catherine Parento for the Mad Drops. Megan Dazan speeding up. And look at this. Anna Leigh Waters goes through the middle. And so after that, the Fives just went on a huge run. It's game point, 10-3. Anna Leigh putting it away. They take game one, 11-3, as expected. All right, so let's jump into men's doubles. No way, Cliff. Will Howells of the fives on your left taking on Ben Johns and Hunter Johnson. And Hunter Johnson, that's a miss in the net. A few points later, it's 1-4. They're going to go to Hunter Johnson. That's a strategy. Uh-oh, another one in the net. He's blaming the ground. I think that's a fair thing to blame a little bit. They did roll on these courts here. Very next point. 1-4 again. Second serve, Hunter. Oh, no. Okay, that one didn't bounce. I don't think you can blame the floor there. 3-4 now. LA trying to tie it. Go to Hunter again. Oh, man. That's rough. Listen in. Zane chirping at him on the bench. I guess Hunter said, I can't believe it.
Side out. Looking to the bench. Looking.
Oh, Zane getting in his head.
Yeah, I'll start giving
Hunter pointing to him. He's like, shut up, Zane. And here on 4-3, Hunter attacking, Ben finishing. Hunter gives Zane a little look. 7-3, 5, starting to go on a run here. Ben pops that one up just high enough for Will Howells to slam it in. 8-3. So Mad Drops end up getting a game point. Nice serve, drive from Hunter. Drives another. Ben sits that one up too high. Second game point for the Mad Drops. Ben serving now. Gonna drive the third in the net. Oh no, so the fives have a chance to tie it up. So 9-10 now. Ben backhand dang goes way. What happened there? Oh no. So 10-10, the fives looking to take the lead. Hunter. Oh no. Oh no. Fives have game point. You can hear Zane chirping at Hunter because Hunter's complaining about the ground. It's both sides of the court. It's both sides. Both teams have a court that's not bouncing like they'd like to. And so the fives on game point, drop it into Hunter. That's popped up and out. So the fives get the win in men's doubles. Unexpected. Ben and Hunter had two chances to take this game. Fives did not give up. They're up 2 games now. 1 game away from a win. So game 3, mixed doubles. How fun. We get Ben versus Anna Leigh again this year. This time in the playoffs. Look at Ben with the quick hands and the power. So tight game here. It's 2-1. Will Howells finds the Ernie right through the middle. Gets it to 3-1. How about another Ernie on 4-1? This time Will's going to go right at Ben. 5-1 now. Ben dinking to the side. The lob from Anna Leigh. And look at Ben just give up. He knows Catherine can't get to it. 6-1. Why does this remind me of Carolina Hogs Ben? He sees the lob. He's like, no way. And so match point for the fives. The drop in from Will. Catherine going to Anna Leigh. Ben in the net. Wow. So New Jersey with a 3-game sweep against the Mad Drops. So the fives take the first match. Let's see if they can win this next one and move on to the finals, or if the Mad Drops can force a third. All right, so let's jump into match number 2. Later that evening on CBS National TV. Pretty exciting. We'll start off with some dinking. Anna Leigh with the lob. Doesn't work. But she's going to hit a Burt. Defended by Catherine Parento. Jade trying to drop it in. Megan Dazan can't put it away. Anna Leigh goes through the middle and gets it done. 2-1 here for the fives. Looking to get it to 3-1. Catherine Parento tries to hit the ATP, but the fives defend it perfectly. Get it to 3-1. And so the fives got game point. It's 10-7. Megan Dazan with the power to get it done. So they take game 1. Little closer than last match, but still, fives are just too good in women's doubles. All right, so let's jump into men's doubles now. Cross-court dinking. Hunter Johnson with the counter. Starts chirping after. Let's go. He's fired up. Very next point, 2-5. Will goes right after Hunter. Hits it in the net. Zane on the bench. Chirping at him. All day. Very next point, 2-5. Overhead. Right to Hunter. Zane screaming some more. Very next point after that. Ben, backhand, forehand, firing away, hands battle. Out wide, ATP, look at Hunter. Talks right to Zane. I don't know what he said there. Let's see this again. Oh, I want to know what he said.
Right there.
We did get this angle of it. This was on the Major League Pickleball Instagram. Check this out right after this point. Let's see. Zane's laughing. Annalise like, oh my gosh. She can't believe it. Let's get a closer look. Watch Annalise's face. What did he say? So the Fives find themselves down by a point. It's 8-9. And look at this inside out from No Way Cliff to tie it up at 9. And so 9-9 here. Very long dink rally. Ben taking everything. Gonna get himself an ATP to get it to a game point. And so game point. No Way. Cross court. Going to Hunter. That's the move. You gotta do that. And so 9-10 trying to tie it up as the Fives. The ATP defended, but Will Howells with the overhead. We're locked up at 10. It's deja vu all over again. This is just like the first match. And so the Fives now looking to take the lead. No Way Cliff with the big drive to Hunter. 11-10. Game point. So game point on 11-10. The drive from No Way. Hunter's there. Hunter sits that one up a little high, but Ben holding it down. Will firing. Good resets from Ben Johns. Hunter gets that one over. We're dinking now. They go middle. No Way to Hunter. Will Howells hits it to the right side. New Jersey with another 12-10 win in men's doubles against the Mad Drops. That is huge. They are one game away from moving on to the finals. Game 3, Annalie versus Ben again, and the Fives are crushing it. They're up 7-1. Ben trying to hit a sharp angle. Will Howells up at the kitchen, trying to put it away. Finally does it, 8-1. And so they've got game point on 10-3. I swear match number 2 was almost exactly like match number 1. This is just crazy. Will Howells, good hands, that's long. And so the Fives take down the Mad Drops. They're gonna play for a championship against the Columbus Sliders. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it would be fun to see the Mad Drops in the finals. It would have been interesting to see how Ben played, but I kind of do like that, you know, they tried to make that towards the end of the season trade, and it didn't work. So the Fives, they lost the championship last year. It is redemption time for them. You know, and as hot as the Columbus Sliders are, they are the number 5 seed, you know, and you probably would rather have them than the number 1 or 2. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. I want to give a quick shout out to dinkninjas.com. This company is awesome. Okay, I constantly have this problem. Every time I go to open play and I bring a pickleball, I lose it. If I play with it, someone keeps it. But even worse, if I don't play with it, I'll have it just like on the ground or something and it rolls away. I can't find it. Someone might take it. But check this thing out. We've got a ball holder. I know the green screen is making it a little tough to see, but you could put your ball in and out of this thing super easily. And the best part is you can attach it right to your water bottle. And so look at this. This is all I need now. They have a ton of other things on here too. I mean, they have 2 ball holders. They have a single one. They've got some like sombrero ones. Dude, this website is great. I mean, they have so much on here. So head on over to dinkninjas.com. Go check out what they've got. Get yourself one of these pickleball holders. These things are great. It's going to make my life so much easier. You could have one too. So head on over to dinkninjas.com. Go check out their shop. Definitely got to get yourself one of these ball holders. But they got plenty of other things, so go explore. And when you check out, make sure that you use promo code SORRY on your order. That'll hook you up with a little bit of a discount. Once again, head on over to dinkninjas.com. Use promo code SORRY. And don't forget to follow them on Instagram at dinkninjas. All right, it's finally time. We have been waiting months, going through all the regular season, all of the playoffs. We are finally here at the finals. The Columbus Sliders taking on the New Jersey Fives. Columbus, the underdogs. New Jersey Fives trying to get redemption from last year. Solid sign here. Like the coloring. Not the best drawing of a bus, but I like the concept. Also, what kind of road is that? She may have been drunk when she made this. I'm going to give it a B-. So game 1, New Jersey with a huge lead. They were up 7-0 to start it off. Look at this get from Megan Dazan. We're still going. It's 9-2 here. New Jersey looking to get to game point. Cross court dink in. Megan goes down the line. How sneaky. And so game point for Annalie Waters and Megan Dazan. against Leigh Jansen and Paris Todd. Nice get from Anna Leigh. Comes in with the volley. Hands battle. Reset. That's long from Leah. So New Jersey takes game one, 11-2. Game two, men's doubles. Will Howells, Noe Cliff against CJ Klinger and Andre Diescu. Look at this. The Sliders got a big lead, 7-2. Make that 8-2. The fives starting to come back. It's 5-8. Will Howells drives. Firefight initiated. Let's go. Yeah, Will Howells slamming it at CJ. Get it to 6-8. But Columbus gets it to a game point. 10-6 here. They've got some room to work with. They get it done. So we're tied up one game apiece. Diescu getting the crowd lit. Let's go. We got some good signs here. This is the only time I like my sliders. Well done. I'm going to give that sign an A-. It's a little small. How about this one? Deal with it. Go Sliders. Not a fan of the pickle puns. Nice cheeseburger, though. I'll give it a B. How about the one on the left? No clowning around. It's a pretty good one. I'll give it a B. So, first mixed game, CJ and Leah against Noe and Megan Dazan. Look at Noe coming in, getting it to 4-0. The fives are just on fire here. Look at this. Megan Dazan going right at CJ, 7-0. 8-1 now. New Jersey, huge lead, looking great here. Nice get from Noe. Megan trying to power through. Little hands battle. Noe coming all the way over to the right, all the way to the left. Puts it through the middle and gets it done. 9-1. And so game point for New Jersey. The drop in. CJ can't hang with it. What a shot from Dazan. 11-4 is our final score. New Jersey one game away from taking this first match. So game four, Andre Diescu and Paris Todd against Will Howells and Anna Leigh Waters. Back at the baseline, coming up to the kitchen. Nice get from Andre. Speed up from Paris. Hands battle. Let's go. Paris screaming in Will Howells' face. 3-0. New Jersey trying to put a point on the board. How about this? Right at Diescu's chest. 8-2 now. Columbus on a big run. Anna Leigh gonna poke that one in there, speed it up, and off the net. Will Howells can't come up with it. We're at 9-2. 9-2 now. Drive to Anna Leigh. She hits it in the net, and Anna Leigh kicking the ball. She's pissed. I don't think I've ever seen her do something like that. Watch this again. Oh. Uh-oh. And so 10-2. Game point to force a dream breaker here in match number one. They're back on the baseline. Andre drops it in. Paris trying to keep it going. The attack from Andre works. That's long. We're going to a dream breaker. What a crazy way to start off the finals. All right, so here's our lineup. Andre versus Will Howells. CJ against Noe. Paris Todd against Anna Leigh Waters. And Leah against Megan Dazan. Winner is going to take match number one. All right, so here we go. First point of the dream breaker off the net. 2-0 for the fives. Tui off the net again. No. 3-0 now. Will Howells going for the sweep against Andre. What a get! That's off the post? Who cares? Will gets it done. 4-0. Wow, so two net cords there. Let's see what CJ can do against Noe. Yeah, there you go, CJ. Getting a net cord of his own. 2-4 for the Sliders. Noe up at the kitchen. Another net cord. So it's 3-5. Sliders down by 2. Anna Leigh up at the kitchen. What a get. Both at the kitchen. Now Anna Leigh's back at the baseline. And that's wide. Anna Leigh has a 7-4 lead for the fives. Anna Leigh comes up to the kitchen. Forehand winner. 8-4. Sliders down by 5. So far, Will Howells is 7-1 against Andre. And look at this. Sticks the Tui in there to get another one. Columbus within 4. So it's 13-10 for the fives. Right now, CJ's 2-1 against Noe. Up at the kitchen, trying to make him move around. Pulls him to the right. And then goes back to the right. Back door. Gets it to a 2-point game. 12-13, just a 1-point game. It's Paris Todd against Anna Leigh Waters. Who's going to come up first? It's Anna Leigh and gets passed down the line. Tie game. 16-14 for the fives. Megan Dazan is 2-0 against Leigh Jansen. Megan back at the baseline. Coming up. Hits the winner. Wow, 3 straight for Megan. Some controversy after this point. Leigh trying to talk to the refs. Leigh saying, who is she talking to?
Just a bizarre discussion, and
Oh, so I think she's saying that Megan Dazan said something. Let's go back and listen.
And Dazan.
I heard something there. Somebody said watch, almost as if almost like in doubles when you pop a drop up a little bit too high and you're telling your partner like watch out, but she's playing singles, so it's like who is she talking to? I don't know if it was Megan, maybe it was somebody else, but look, if it's a crowd, I mean, you can't really complain much. It sucks, it is distracting, but if it's Megan, I think that's pretty fair to be like, hey, that's a distraction. So the sliders pull to within 1. Will Howells up at the kitchen. Nice backhand stab. Andre's there, but Will Howells finds the open space. Keeps them with the lead. 18-16 for the fives. Will Howells back at the baseline. Out wide, trying to put that one in there. 2E, down the line winner. Gives them a 3-point lead. So match point. No Way Cliff against CJ Klinger. 20-17, that's off the net. CJ up at the kitchen. No Way's up. CJ goes down the line and pays the price. No Way hits the winner. The New Jersey Fives take match 1 in a dream breaker. Whoa. What a way to get our finals started. That was pretty close. Sliders love their dream breakers. So New Jersey is 1 match away from taking the championship. Let's see if they can do it. All right, match number 2. If the Fives take this, they are MLP champions for 2025. Columbus looking to force a 3rd match later this day. Game 1, New Jersey Fives coming out very strong, as expected. Megan Dazan, Ailey Waters, they're going to take down Leigh and Paris quite easily. Look at that, right through the middle. Dazan gets it done. 11-1 is our score. All right, so game 2. Let's see if CJ and Andre Diescu could repeat what they did yesterday. Take this game against Will Howells and No Way Cliff. Here we are. Started off, dropping it in. CJ coming up nice and slow. The speed up from No Way. Nice get from Will Howells. Andre attacking. Can't find a spot off the net. Ernie defended, and that's long. All right, Columbus. Great start to this game. Sliders got a 3-0 lead here. The drop in from Klinger. Drops the next one. Here we are. The speed up. Absolutely denied. Andre's like, don't try that, bro. Alex Moldovan, their coach on the sideline, loving it. This dude was so intense. Fives went on a little run. Columbus down to a 1-point lead. Looking to extend it. 5-4 here for them. Backing up. Coming back into the kitchen. The speed up off the net, and oh no. CJ getting his glasses knocked off. Slide over. New Jersey is Fives home. All right, not a bad concept. 3D lettering. I think this guy made the sign there. I'll give it a C. So the Sliders have game point on 10-6. No Way Cliff. Dink in the net. We're tied up. 1 game apiece. All right, Columbus is in this thing. Let's go. All right, so game number 3. It's 2-2 here. No Way Cliff, Megan Dazan against CJ Klinger and Leigh. We got a hands battle. Everybody getting involved. CJ coming out on top. 3-4 here for the Sliders. Looking to tie it up. Tough get for CJ. Look at that angle from No Way Cliff. He hits the line there. Fives starting to get a big lead here. It's 6-3. Looking to extend it. Look at this little hands battle. CJ up in the middle. That one gets a little too high, though. 7-3. Columbus serving on 3-7. CJ up at the kitchen. Blocks one. What a deflection. That's in. 4-7. New Jersey with the serve back. 7-4. Looking to extend it. Look at No Way coming all the way over to one side. Back to the other. Little hands battle here. Good resets from CJ, but not enough. New Jersey gets it to 8-4. Columbus was down 4-9. They went on a run. It's now 9-8. New Jersey with the serve back. Good D. Megan Dazan trying to drop it in. No Way coming over, speeding up. Good hands. Gets it to a game point for New Jersey. So Columbus fights off 2 game points. CJ in a dink battle with Megan Dazan. That's in the net. 9-10. So Columbus looking to tie it now. No Way. Slamming it at CJ, who's able to get it still. Reset. No way. Hits that out. We're locked up at 10. So 10-10 for the Sliders. They have a chance to take the lead. Leigh with the drive. CJ up at the kitchen. That is long. They call it out. New Jersey thinks it's in. So we got a challenge. Let's see. Oh, no. We got a missing frame here. Tough call. We never see the ball make contact with the ground, but we also don't get any footage of the ball being out. I mean, look, if I'm being honest, I think this ball is in. So they call it in. Everybody's shocked. Leia's like, what? Did we look at the same replay? She can't believe it. She's like, huh? What is going on here? Even Dave Fleming is like, what is going on? So obviously there was a lot of controversy surrounding this. And honestly, I think the best explanation is that contrary to popular belief, which is that if you can't determine a decision, the decision should stay as called. A lot of people will cite football. The NFL has that rule where if they can't determine the challenge, it's going to stay as it was called in the field. Now, here's the problem with that if you're trying to apply that to pickleball. In the NFL, the ref, who is a neutral third party, is making that call. So it makes sense that you would stick with that. In pickleball, it's the opponent that's making the call. They're not a neutral third party. So they're just applying the actual rule, which is if we can't clearly see that it was out, then the ball's ruled in, which honestly makes sense. And I just think if we're being honest, this ball is most likely hitting that line there. It sucks we got a missing frame. Like, you know, you got to try and do something about that. I don't know. I don't know much about cameras and what the capability is. A lot of people are saying close call replay would have had that. I'm not sure if the frame rate is as good as close call replay. Regardless, that's a tough time for that. So New Jersey has the serve on 10-10. And so on 10-10, dink battle. CJ against Megan Dazan. She wins it. Goes right through the middle. New Jersey's got game point. And so here we go, game point for the Fives. Going at Leigh, she's sliding over. That's off the nets. Oh, wow, rough way to end it. New Jersey just gets by. They take game 3. They are one game away from an MLP championship. All right, so game 4, Will Howells, Anna-Leigh Waters taking on Paris Todd and Diascu. Diascu and Paris Todd. Just too good. Look at that counter. Andre's like, nope, don't try it. Columbus had a 7-1 lead. New Jersey starting to come back. It's 3-7. Anna-Leigh with the poach. Doesn't work. She's got to get back. Will holding it down. Anna-Leigh with the twoie to finish him off. 4-7. It's just a 3-point game. Columbus on 8-6 looking to extend the lead. Paris Todd bags Anna-Leigh. 9-6 now. Will Howells. And Paris, he goes for the Ernie, but that's off the net, and Andre Diascu has it sitting right in the perfect spot. The Sliders have game point. They're about to force a dream breaker. New Jersey fights off the game point. They're on a bit of a run. It's 8-10, just a 2-point game. Anna-Leigh Waters, time to get clutch and win this championship. Let's see. Oh, no! A serve in the net. Oh, that is so rough. It's okay. They got second serve here. 8-10, once again. Anna-Leigh with the big drive. Ooh, little hands battle. Reset from Anna-Leigh, and the attack goes in the net. Sliders have game point again. So 10-8, game point. Anna-Leigh with the return, and it's called long. So they challenge it. Let's see. Are we going to a dream breaker? We are! It's out! Sliders beat Anna-Leigh Waters again in mixed doubles. Wow, we're going to another dream breaker. So here we go, a dream breaker. New Jersey has a chance to win the championship here, but the Sliders with a good start. Andre went 3-1 against Will Howells. CJ 2-2 against No Way. Here we are with Paris Todd against Anna-Leigh. Paris Todd so far 2-0. Make that 3-0 against Anna-Leigh. So clutch from Paris. Now we got Leigh against Megan Dazan. 5-8 for New Jersey. Megan up at the kitchen. Leigh, wow, what a clean winner. So we'll jump ahead now. It's 12-15. Anna-Leigh redeems herself. She's got 3 straight against Paris. 3-point deficit. Paris up at the kitchen. Big slam. Uh-oh. Look at Anna-Leigh. She ran to the ref.
distraction.
Wow. She's saying to the ref that Paris distracted her. She did celebrate before the second bounce. So watch this again. Paris gonna slam it. Screams right there. Annalie didn't hit it. And Annalie just comes storming in. I don't think I've ever seen Annalie run that fast.
Good news, Onisha.
Here's a replay. Watch one more time. I mean, look, that the rule is like you can't scream before she makes contact. That definitely is a distraction. I'm surprised they didn't call that. Annalie fairly upset. I mean, she wasn't going to get it anyways, so part of me is kind of glad that they didn't call it, but I don't know. At the same time, you can't leave it up to a judgment of if somebody might have got it or might not have got it. Leigh, so far 2-0 against Megan Dazan here. It's 18-12. Columbus looking great so far. Trying to drop that in. Goes down the line. Megan can't come up with it. 19-12. So 13-19. Diescu against Will Howells. Diescu goes down the line. We've got match point for Columbus. They won a third match. The Fives fought off some game points. Here we are in 15-20. I've seen teams come back from more than 5. Look at this. Oh, bounces twice. Will Howells giving it his all. We've got match point again for Columbus, and look who's coming up. CJ Klinger has a chance to win this for the Sliders. So match point for match number 2. CJ hits the winner. Columbus forces a third match. This is crazy. Wow. New Jersey was 1 game away from winning it, and Columbus did not give up. How exciting for an MLP final. I'm always getting my pickleballs stolen at open play. The ones that don't get stolen, they're always cracking. And it frustrates me so much if I have a really expensive ball and that happens. But stuff like that doesn't happen to me anymore. You know why? Because I go to crownpickleball.com and I got Crown Pickleballs now. Crown Pickleballs have the highest value that you can get. These are pro grade quality, but they are coming at the best price that you could find. You can get yourself an 18 pack right now for $40. And actually, it's less than $40 because if you enter promo code SNS on your order, that's going to save you even more money. So head on over to crownpickleball.com. Go get yourself a few pickleballs. Stop spending your money on overpriced stuff. And also stop getting the cheaply made garbage that just breaks easily, goes out of round quickly, and is just low quality. Crown Pickleball is a perfect blend of quality and price. So head on over to crownpickleball.com, use promo code SNS on your order, and stock up for the summer. All right, match number 3. It all comes down to this. The title is on the line. This could not be any more exciting. We've pretty much had the same results, just the Dream Breaker going one way or the other. Let's see if a change might happen here in match number 3. So here we go, game 1. Annalie and Megan Dazan, 2-0 against Paris and Leigh. Look at this on 5-0. Make that 6-0 off the ATP from Annalie. So we got game point at 10-4 for the Fives. Annalie and Megan Dazan. Defensive shots here. Trying to get up to the kitchen. Look at Megan Dazan attacking. Good defense from the Sliders. Pushing them back again. Look at Annalie coming up. Oh, what a get from Leigh. We're still going. Oh, in the net from Paris. So the Fives get it done here in game 1. All right, so game 2, men's doubles. It's 5-2, just a 3-point game. How about a little shake and bake? CJ Klinger getting a 4-point lead for the Sliders. They got it all the way to 9-2 now. Looking to get to a game point. Look at CJ up at the kitchen. Can't get it done, though. Fives hanging in there. Will Howells attacking. Big slam defended. And that's out! Wow. Columbus has it at game point. The Fives fought off a few game points. It's 6-10 now. The drive from Will Howells. Great shot. And then another from Will. Gets it to 7-10. Columbus looking to win this game here. 10-7, game point. Andre with the hands. That's wide. Columbus ties it up 1 game apiece. This keeps happening. So we'll jump into game 3. CJ and Leigh taking on No Way and Megan. Up at the kitchen, Megan firing away. Good hands and the soft shot from CJ. Finds the open space. So another chance on 2-5 here. Megan trying to poach. No Way over to the right. Leigh hits the Arnie. No Way is down. slipping and sliding. 6-2 for the Sliders. Leigh hits the Ernie. 5-point lead. And so look at this. The Sliders have game point. CJ and Leigh finally get a mixed doubles win against the Fives. They got closer and closer each match, and finally they come away with an easy win. So now the Sliders are one game away from a championship win. So game 4, New Jersey with an early lead. Will Howells, Tui through the middle. That's long. 3-0 lead for New Jersey. But here come the Sliders. It's 2-3 for them. And look at this. Paris Todd up at the kitchen going right at Will Howells' feet to tie it. New Jersey with a 1-point lead. 4-3. We're dinking. Paris Todd fires at Will Howells. Hands battle. That's long. Sliders get the serve back. A chance to tie it. So 3-4. Paris dropping in. Will going to the middle. Big slam. Paris is there. That lands. Will with a great get. And a Leigh in the net. So we're tied up at 4. Wow, what a rally. So it's 8-6. Just a 2-point game for Columbus to drop in off the bounce. Hannah Leigh going back to Paris. Tough get for Andre, and the overhead is out. Wow. Will had an open chance to hit a winner. On 9-6 now. We're dinking. Anna Leigh, half speed up. Paris puts it through the middle. Columbus has championship points. This is crazy. Marcella Holmes can't believe it either. So it all comes down to this. Match point, the drive from Paris. The drop, Will. Overhead, that doesn't land. New Jersey has a chance to come back. Anna Leigh, often referred to as the greatest of all time. Well, this is where it's going to matter. This is where you become clutch. So 6-10. Paris returns to Will Howells. He drives. Tough get for Anna Leigh. Second serve. So another chance on 6-10. Will Howells serving the net. Oh, no. So Columbus has a chance to win it again. So 2 chances for Columbus. Paris drives down the line. It's a winner! Columbus has done it! Oh my gosh! I cannot believe this. This is crazy. Columbus took down Dallas. They took down St. Louis. And then they took down New Jersey. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. Is this not the greatest story of all time in pickleball? Unbelievable ending to the season. This topped any outcome you could have predicted. I don't think anybody saw this happening. There was a few people that said Columbus was a good team, that they could do some damage. Nobody had them as their champion, though. Oh, wait, maybe one person did.
Like, I feel like Columbus has some like potential to actually go farther than any of us are expecting. Their whole team is solid. You know, they got Paris, Leigh, Diescu, and CJ. Like,
it is a team, though, that feels like on paper is better than what we've seen from them. Did you agree with that?
I don't know. I think that they've had some weekends where they are just like on fire and unstoppable. I would buy at least one for the Columbus Sliders. Like I said, they're my like sleeper team, and I'm not biased because I am a big fan of CJ Klinger. I genuinely am like, I think that they could just like have a crazy run.
Let's go. Such a cool moment for pickleball. MLP is awesome. If you're not a fan of MLP, like, you gotta become one, because this was just so special, so awesome. Also, A+ sign. In a flash, we shocked the clowns. Andre, just a phenomenal leader out there. He's just so good at the kitchen. Andre might have some of the best hands in the game. Speaking of Andre's hands, keep an eye on his hand right here. Whoa, Andre, what are you doing? What are you grabbing there? There are children watching. So the Columbus Sliders are your 2025 MLP champions. I am already excited for next year. PBA is going to feel so lame for a little bit. It's going to be hard to outmatch this excitement. All right, well, that's going to do it for our highlights from MLP this weekend. Next up, we've got Hooks of the Week. We all got pickleball shoes. Most of us have a type of shirt we like to wear. Some of you guys probably even have pickleball socks. But how many of you have pickleball underwear? That's why I love Sheath underwear. It is the best underwear to play pickleball in, which sounds crazy, but hear me out. Sheath underwear uses like the best fabric. It's got bamboo in it, so it keeps you nice and cool. It's perfect for sweating in, very lightweight. But for the fellas, the best part is it's got this isolative pouch. That's why they call it sheath, because, you know, what is a sheath? It's the thing you put your sword in. I'll let you use your imagination for why they call it sheath underwear then. My entire wardrobe is all sheath underwear. It's not just men's stuff though. For the women, they have stuff for you too. So even if you're not playing pickleball with it, it's just great to be wearing. Everybody I've talked to that has this loves it. You know, they've got some fun designs. They've got some more simple ones too. I usually just go pretty simple, gray, black, white. You could have some fun, maybe get this pink one. So head on over to sheathunderwear.com, go place yourself an order, and when you do, make sure you use promo code SORRYNOTSORRY. That's gonna give you a nice big discount on your checkout. That way you can get yourself a few pairs. Now be careful, because the minute you start wearing sheath underwear, you're not gonna wanna go back to regular underwear. So once again, head on over to sheathunderwear.com, use promo code SORRYNOTSORRY. All right, we've got 2 hooks for you this week. Check this one out, number 2. Whoa, Radzikowska hits a ball down the line. Brooke Buckner called it out, and it looks like it is. Oh, but they call it in. Marshall Brown's like, what? I mean, look, that's like clearly out, right? So the number 2 hook of the week is going to go to the referees. Coming in at number 1. This one's from Premier League, and boy, was it an egregious one. Look at this shot from Will Howells. Annalise like, they called it out. Why are we still going? This was in game 4 of the 3rd match. Anna Leigh was really just getting so frustrated. So let's see. Oh my goodness, that is so far in the blue. Paris was the one that called it. So Paris, you get the number 1 hook of the week. All right, well, that's going to do it for our recap of the MLP Finals. Before we head out of here, let's do a round of partner, body bag, winner off the net.
Partner, body bag, winner off the net. Partner, body bag, winner off the net. Leigh Jansen, winner off the net. Bryson McGuffin, winner off the net. Haley Waters, body bag. James McDonald, body bag. Sorry, not sorry, winner off the net. Sorry, not sorry, partner.
Before we move on, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has supported the show through Patreon. If you appreciate what I'm doing here and you want to help support it, consider going over to patreon.com/sorrynotsorrypickleball. For as little as $5 a month, you could help support this show. Big shout out to Darren, Rob, Allie, Denny, Eddie, Jana, Jason, Jeffrey, Robert, and the Pickleball Jones. Thank you guys so much for your extra support. You can also become a member of the YouTube channel. Just go on over to youtube.com/@sorrynotsorrypickleball and hit join. And also check out the Etsy store. A few people have been getting the Santa Monica Mouth Breathers shirt. I say we all show up to MLP in this thing if the LA Mad Drops are playing. I also just made a new design for some hats, so maybe get yourself one of these. Either way, lots to check out, lots of ways that you could help support, whether it's through Etsy, the YouTube memberships, or patreon.com. Everybody that has supported this show, thank you so much. And if you're interested in any of that, check out the links down in the description below. All right, partner, body bag, winner off the net, the game where I'm giving 3 people in the pickleball world, and I got to decide who I'd partner with, who I'd body bag, and who I'd hit a winner off the net against. My options this week, I feel like I got to go with the Columbus Sliders. But I feel like it's way too easy to just do the actual 4 players. So my options this week are going to be from the bench players and the coaches. So who am I going to partner with? Who am I going to body bag? Who am I going to hit a winner off the net against? You know, I've seen the Sliders play a few times live. One thing that always stood out to me was Marcella Hones was just like super supportive and actually like pretty funny on the bench. I feel like I need that positivity from a partner, so I'm going to choose her. And their coach, Alex, seems like a really great guy. Everybody's talking about how helpful he was this year, but I want to body bag him just so he like stares me down and just is like, that's like his move. He just does this the whole time. And then I think I'm going to hit a winner off the net against Ross Whitaker. All right, so there you have it. That's going to do it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before you head out, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell. Make sure to share this episode with your friends. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this weekend. What are your predictions for next year? A lot of questions. This offseason is going to be very interesting. Next week, PPA is back. They're going to be in Las Vegas. Should be a fun one to cover. By the way, too, I just want to say this is my 100th tournament recap. Time has flown by. It's been a little bit less than 3 years. I've had so much fun doing this. Just want to give a big thank you to everybody that has watched, supported. It does take a lot of time and effort, but everybody that's shown me some positivity and support like makes a world of difference. I would not have made it to 100 episodes without all you guys out there, so thank you, thank you, thank you. This is just the beginning though. I'm very excited for more episodes to continue to pour out. Things are only going to get more fun. Once again, thanks so much everybody for watching. We'll see you back next week. Take care.
Forgive